Live from Outgo TV Studios in Michigan City, Indiana, this is Pro Wrestling Tonight with your host, John Bullard. Greeting there, wrestling fans, and welcome to a very special under quarantine edition of Pro Wrestling Tonight. I'm your host, John Bullard, and here at our home studio, we're going to be talking to Rockstar Jonny Nigh, live via satellite, along with Joey and Jacob Gotch, the Gotch brothers. And we're going to have a special feature on a upcoming professional wrestler that's coming to Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, the one and only Paragon. Now, before we go to our special features of tonight's episode, I want to speak to you, the fans at home. I understand that during this quarantine that a lot of people are afraid. There's, of course, a lot of fear. And on top of it, people are kind of wanting to go out and have fun. And I understand, as a wrestling promoter and a wrestling personality, I understand the importance of being around the public and also our livelihood in being in professional wrestling. Once everything is cleared and we're all able to be around each other again and have fun at shows, all of us here at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling are proudly going to do our best to put on one of the best shows coming up, and we're hoping to be around the month of August. Now, stay home during this time of quarantine. Practice being healthy, being clean, sanitize. Make sure you're doing your social distancing when you do have to go to town for groceries and so forth. But on top of it, folks, don't listen to the conspiracy theorists and the tinfoil hat guys in the world. Use common sense. And by using common sense, we can actually get this taken care of, and this quarantine week could be over a lot sooner if we use practice, common sense, and social distancing. Now, without further ado, to our special features of tonight. One of the gentlemen will be coming to Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. He is a pro wrestling extraordinaire, smooth talker, and without a doubt, one of the most dangerous wrestlers you'll ever find in the ring. This is the one and only Paragon.
Standing before you is illustriousness personified, the air of excellence, the apogee of all he sees. Mr. Smooth as ice, twice as nice, never had a bad day in his whole life, mouth like Ali, dangerous as Tyson. And if you allow the smooth taste to fool you, you'll get lost in the sauce and wish for something as sweet as pain. Standing before you is the walking apocalypse, Paragon. Everything that I say I am. Paragon is the walking apocalypse. But you're the walking mistake.
Fans, that was Paragon, who you'll be seeing very soon here at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. Now, before we go on to our interview with Joey and Jacob Gotch, I just want to talk about the Gotch brothers for a few seconds. Of course, April 4th was going to be our huge TV event. The debut here in Michigan City, Indiana. And of course, with COVID-19, all events in this, well, pretty much the United States was canceled. Joey and Jacob has been training every single day, preparing for their match that they're planning to have on the month of August against Youth Gone Wild, who will be managed by the one and only Chaz Moretti. Now with us via satellite, live, Joey and Jacob. I hope you guys are doing well during this quarantine. I know it's not easy for all of us in the professional wrestling business to be stuck at home, while many of us have been traveling on the roads. How are you guys holding up?
Hey, John. Yeah, we're doing good. We're stuck in quarantine just like everybody else.
Things are going great.
Yeah, we're out here training. Still putting in the work. We have to go back to our roots, just like our great-great-great-grandfather Frank did. The gyms are closed, so we're out here flipping tires. We got sledgehammers and
Cinder blocks,
and just picking
cutting
them,
wood. I mean, doing all kinds of stuff.
just hitting the roads and running. Yeah, we're getting ready. We'll be up there in August. We're ready. I wouldn't say we're ready right now, but we've got a plan. We know how to beat Youth Gone Wild. We've watched a lot of tape. We're sitting down and we're using this time to really watch footage and study up. We're watching videos of us wrestling, going back to when we were little kids on the mats back in Iowa, back in our old stomping grounds. Everything up to our most recent shows where we're laying smack down on people around here. We're getting ready. I feel like we could.
And we got this.
I feel like we could step into a ring right now and take them. So
And we got it.
August 3rd, we're coming. Be ready, because we will be.
Wait for it.
Joey and Jacob, it's great hearing from you guys. Looking forward to seeing you on the Chicagoland Championship Wrestling show in August against Youth Gone Wild with Chaz Moretti in their corner. Now, as a special treat for the Gotch Brother fans, we're going to take a look at a special quick highlight reel of the Gotch Brothers in action. Don't know about you fans, but I do believe the Youth Gone Wild has their hands full when it comes to the Gotch Brothers. Speaking of events coming up in the future, on June 20th, in Hammond, Indiana, at the Gene Shepherd Community Center, C3 Wrestling proudly presents the Ranger Zone. As defending C3 Wrestling champion, Caesar Dragon will be taking on the Sheik. While as we see in action, the Spirit of Detroit, one of the top tag teams of professional wrestling, along with High Flyer, Just Amazing. RK Savage makes his return to C3 Wrestling, and also, let's not forget, the very frightening, scary, 6'9", 400-pound monster known as Cell Block, with his devious manager Donovan Grimm by his side. Once again, wrestling fans, June 20th, 2020, at the Hammond, Indiana, Gene Shepherd Community Center, C3 Wrestling, The Ranger Zone. Be there. When it comes to wrestling, we actually have our upcoming guest. He has been on the show before with us during an interview. His name is Rockstar Jonny Nigh. Jonny has been kind of, creating a little controversy with some of his choice words for the Amish wrestling community and also for a lot of the fans that he believes are responsible for COVID-19 spread. Now, live via satellite, at his mansion in Las Vegas, Nevada, the one and only Rockstar Jonny Nigh. Jonny, how are you been doing with, well, being under quarantine?
Hi, John. It's a pleasure having me. You know, like you forgot to say before. Anyway, we'll move on. To answer your question, I'm doing just fine. I'm here at home, very comfortable, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've got my bar fully stocked, my groceries delivered every week. Man, I got a personal chef coming. He comes every day to cook all my meals. Of course, John, I know you're concerned about my health. Don't worry. I test him before he comes in. Those rich people, we have access to the tests. Anyway, there are some negatives about the coronavirus, as I'm sure you all know. My studio time, which is very, very important, by the way, to the world, has been delayed. My new hit single, Be Gone, was supposed to rock the studio airwaves across the country. But unfortunately, we're all going to have to wait till August 8th. Speaking of August 8th, my CCW debut was also delayed. I was ready to throw Isaiah Moore all around the arena and show everyone in that locker room who the top of the food chain is in CCW. But don't worry, John. My big surprise will still be there for the August 8th show. Now, I know you wanted to know a lot about the recording studio the last time we talked, so I'll give you a nice update. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, I'm not allowed to continue building the studio. They only allow me to have less than 10 people working on this thing at a time. And you know what? It makes it really, really hard to finish this huge building that I built out there. So I just put a delay on the whole thing because I can't have one guy working over here without help, trying to get hurt, causing me more money, more problems. Ain't happening. So that's delayed. So I know you were really looking forward to that tour, John, but you're gonna have to wait longer. You know, I actually wonder if the Amish even know what's going on in the world. Do they know about the virus? I don't know. They'll figure it out. I'm sure not going to tell them. But anyway, you're welcome, John, for the time. But I got to get back to watching the next episode of Tiger King. So until next time, be gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rockstar Jonny Nigh via satellite from his home there in Las Vegas. Jonny letting everybody know to be gone and also to be sanitized before shaking his hand at all wrestling shows. Speaking of Jonny Nigh, we actually have our tonight's Blast from the Past match that we'll be starting to use for show features on our television show here at Pro Wrestling Tonight. This matchup is from our friends at Acme Wrestling, as we're going to take a look at a then good guy, Jonny Nigh, who's a fan favorite, taking on a very devious Austin Myers. This match, ladies and gentlemen, is one that you will not forget.
So you're all stars now, so you're what's in now, top of the world now, so you're the king. There's only one crown I'm done with it. From Las Vegas, Nevada. 10 years I'm still in Jonny Nigh. To protect your pushing boundaries, proving possible. Always rejecting the herd, always ahead of the herd, grinding those records your favorite.
Austin Myers, the one with all the sinners. Right now, this is the most important match in his career right now.
That is a goal decisive.
Get to that title shot.
Introducing first, in the corner on my right, hailing from Crawfordsville, Indiana, he is 6'1", 175 pounds, introducing Justin
The man that nobody loves right now, but guess what? He don't care. He wants a title shot here.
and his opponent, in the corner to my left, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, he is 6'3", 205 pounds, he is Rockstar.
I think there's a crowd favorite.
You think so?
Paper Harley, your referee.
Paper Harley, obviously.
All right.
Man, swinging a hammer over here. I'm a little worried.
See the different strategies here.
All right, we got the Rockstar taking on the Nigh. Going right after him with a few clubbing.
To the back.
I'll stop talking. What do you call that one, James?
Got a chop to the chest.
Good job.
And now up to, oh, wait a minute.
Close out. Into a close off.
It's an
Oh!
atomic drop.
They're covered. Oh, they got. Oh, he's got
Oh,
paper.
wait a
Harley.
second. What's Paper doing? Paper Harley, you're going to have to get out of the way next time.
Luckily, he's super greasy from all the Taco Bell.
Exactly. Oh, it goes into the railing there.
Those railings are unforgiving. Just like when James gets home after this. There'll be no forgiveness.
Stop it.
What is he
Now he's telling
doing?
the fans he needs to keep working on Rockstar Johnny Nigh is what he needs to do.
Well, he threw Rockstar back in the ring.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what did you got?
Grab a crutch from a fan out, Mr. Menudo over there. Oh, throat.
That's what you get. That was your boots.
Wait a minute, throws him through the ropes and kick to the back of the head.
He could have a concussion. He's going to be rocking out after this. Oh, he's standing on the guy's throat. Come on. Get him out of there, Paper.
Think of a better place to stand an opponent. Oh,
What?
goes to the pin.
And the Rockstar is still in this one. But he took a serious blow to the back of the head.
He might not know where he is right now.
Nice suplex. Good cover from Myers. Oh, got two on the Rockstar.
Justin Myers playing spoilers here. He's got to do anything he can to stop Rockstar Johnny Nigh from getting that title shot. Because then guess what? That makes him in line for a title shot.
That is true, James. Oh! Oh, he flipped it over. He's got some great extension on his neck right now.
Breaker Chancellor here. Pulling the hair. Paper Harley giving it the count and he stops it.
He had great ring conditioning for that, but he just couldn't not pull the great hair of Rockstar Johnny
Don't want to
Nigh.
mess with Rockstar Johnny Nigh. So, oh, he goes right at it again. He's stepping on it.
God, come on, Myers. You know he needs that. That's his biggest selling point. There we go. There's some life from the Rockstar. Throwing in right hands. It's the rope. By the hair. What is it?
Big way to pin the Rockstar.
Nonchalant cover right there.
Like an after party pin.
Exactly.
Justin Myers saying it's over now. Score!
Definitely it. Oh, Myers kicks out. I thought that was it, James. throw the man down by his tights, right into the corner.
Any advantage you can get.
Yeah, sounds like a James on a Friday night.
Would you?
Chop right across the chest of Jonny Nigh.
I don't want to see it.
They don't want it.
Takes a lot of time here. Oh, you telegraphed that one.
Full head of steam with a jumping knee in the corner.
Rockstar.
Cover.
Whammy bar.
Two.
Oh. That was a close one there.
Now it's 2 7/8, James. Put an asterisk next to that. All right. Okay, another one. And the gear, and the knee pads. All right. Myers.
Rockstar.
Myers doesn't know where he's at right now.
Annihilation.
He's swinging at Ghost. Are you?
Uh-oh, setting him up.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, reversals.
Oh, he pushed him off. There we go. Second flag. There we go. That's got to be it. Cover.
1, 2, 3.
He got it. He's getting the title shot.
So you're on stars now, so you're on film now, top of the world now, so you're the king. There's only one throne and I'm not done with it. Really sleeping, tell me where's he still on my every word is bated breath. After a decade pushing back, always rejecting the word, always a man of the word, grinding those records your favorite.
That means next week. And got title shot. Sliding in the air. Oh, and freedom fly. Glad you paid attention. Yeah, if you're following along at home,
What a great match that was. And now for our final match of the night. Coming from our good friends at C3 Wrestling, we will be seeing the king of the whole show, Miles Mercer, taking on the young upstart, Devin August. Miles Mercer you'll be seeing in action here at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. He is definitely one of the best up-and-coming junior heavyweight talents in the country. And this match was definitely a showcase.
Nobody out here even knows. Hey, I didn't check you for what? Did you check you? Yes, I did. I didn't check you.
Hey, well, I'm out here. They ain't got no weapons.
Oh, yeah, right. That's what a man does. Yeah, no one's fault.
See, I told you he didn't have no weapons. I ain't ready.
Bring the book. You
King, are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
You sure you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
All right. Can we start?
Yeah, we can start when you're ready. I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting on you. We good?
We good. There we go. Okay, get out of the corner. No, keep minute. Come on, out of the corner. 1, 2, 3. Out of the corner.
You know,
You're gonna
now is
listen.
what I call the man and the household together. We are here. See, listen to the fans and hey, listen. And then listen, down there, sensational. Everyone on sensational place. Looks like this other guy is getting up to play. See, that's the thing. It only takes a second to make a mistake. That was so bad. Illegal hands left. August on the apron.
Hey, King, you gonna get
Why
back
you
in
keep
the
doing this to me every time I come here?
Hey, you gonna get back in the ring?
You count all you want, bro. Get in the ring. I know how many seconds I got. Get in the ring. Count them. 5. Come on. Every time I come here, they do this to me. What's up?
I know.
You agree? Thank you. In the ring. What? That sounds like a man who knows what he's talking about. You good about it? 3. You're off. 4. Back in the ring. Look, y'all gonna wait. I went to a battle royal with like 20 dudes and I got to deal with him. Hey, come on. What? Take your shoes off so you count better. Let's take your shoes off so you count better. Like you said, 3. Get him back. Get that. Get him all the way back. You should be on TV. I gotta get in. I gotta get in.
With all these illegal knees left, that was a fist left in the corner. Shoots him off. Oh!
When you hear that? When you hear that? Oh! That means I'm not playing.
Uh-oh.
That means I'm not playing.
Oh, please, game off the circle.
Hey! That means I'm not playing. Y'all done messed up my hair. Y'all done made me lose this title. This is my third time. Lose, get. Hey, 1, 2, 3, out, 4. Bring last quarter.
I just should have thought about that when he said outside contract.
I like that.
He is not smart.
I like that. Get up.
Suplex by the cane. Puts him down. 1. That should have been a 3 count, but we won't count that against the 1.
Did you get that this way?
Now that's so sad, and that shows that something learn. He has to show the rep, so he got to do the rep and his job. Mr. August was trying to fight back. Oh, big stump to the chest. Oh.
Saw that height. Count him again.
Double.
Yeah, hit up. 1, 2.
Only a 2 count. I'm going to need you, brother, to like really get down there.
They don't get off you.
Oh!
Yeah! You know what time it is. You know what time it is. I'm gonna.
I love you. I love you.
Fire! Master!
Look at oh, the big one. Let's go.
1, 2. Come on. 2. Come on, man. 2. I'm trying to win. You playing around. Shoulder up. You got his shoulder up. I think you count for 3 for a biscuit. You can get down there and get it. No. You got his shoulder up. Yeah.
This is yay! Now to his mom. Kicks him. Kicks.
moves, ref. I'm running out of moves, ref.
We're waiting.
You know what? Come again.
1, 2, 2.
Again, only a 2 count. 1, 2,
2.
1, 2. I swear somebody paid this guy off.
Get out of my way. See, bro.
Oh, my bad.
You messed it up for me.
We are Facebook Live in this. For the captain. And that's a punch to the face. Illegal. That's August. This is blocks the guy. On that time. Says man. I've been asking that this whole time. What is the ref doing? The sensation, he is trying to rile up this crowd. He is trying to get them behind him. Mars Murphy is down. He's going to come out of this picture. Let's see how this goes.
What an amazing match. Miles Mercer with the big win over Devin August. Wrestling fans, remember the date. August 8th, Michigan City, Indiana. Chicagoland Championship Wrestling will have their huge TV event. Once quarantine is over, we'll be glad to see you all there at ringside. Once again, go to our website at www.chicagolandchampionshipwrestling.com. This is John Buller from Pro Wrestling Tonight. Letting you fans know we love you. Stay home, be safe. We'll see you at ringside.